Well, hello everybody and welcome to Jeff's Baking Blog. Today I'm going to make a honey ginger cake. This is going to be based on a recipe which I saw on bakingmad.com, which seems to be a site which has been built with showing recipes using specific named products as the ingredients, and I'm not using those named products, but I'm going to use the basis of that recipe. So it's actually quite a simple recipe. It does require one ingredient which is rather unusual, which is stem ginger. That's ginger which comes in a jar in little balls, and they're in a jar of syrup, those balls. And I've grated my stem ginger, and I'll talk about that when I go on to the ingredients. So I've started off by greasing and lining an 8-inch or a 20cm square cake tin ready to take the batter, and I'll go on to the ingredients. And for this I have 160 grams, which is 7.5 tablespoons of honey. I also have here another 63 grams, 3 tablespoons of honey. That's for later on. I have 150 grams, 10 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of unsalted butter, 200 grams, 1 1/3 cups of self-raising flour. If you don't have self-raising flour, you could use plain flour, but you would need to add into it 10.5 grams or 2 2/3 teaspoons of baking powder and stir it through thoroughly, and that should be about the same. I have 2 medium eggs, which would be large in the USA, 60 grams, 1/4 cup plus 2 teaspoons of dark brown sugar. I have 50 grams of stem ginger, which I have grated, and I'll just show you the stem ginger. It comes in a jar like this, which has syrup in it, and you have balls of ginger in, and I took the balls out, washed them and dried them so that they're not sticky, and then I was able to use a grater to grate that, and this is still very sticky, but I'll work with that. And I have 4 grams, 1.5 teaspoons of ground ginger. And the first thing I'm going to do is to put my butter and my brown sugar and the 160 grams of honey into a saucepan. And I'm simply going to put that onto the heat, and I'm going to heat it until the butter and the sugar have fully dissolved, and then I'll heat it for about 30 seconds longer. Now you don't need to watch that heating up, but I'll show it to you when it's finished. And as I'm melting those ingredients, I'm going to put my flour and the ground ginger into a sieve. I'll give them a little mix around, and then I'm going to sift those, and that's to get the ginger mixed through basically. And that's good enough. I'll just give that a stir as well. And with that in, I'm going to drop my grated ginger in, stem ginger, and I'm going to stir that through to get that mixed into the flour. The flour will coat it, and it will break it up into smaller pieces so we don't have big clumps of the ginger. And with that ginger mixed through reasonably well, I'm going to put that to one side, and my honey with the butter and the sugar has melted completely, and it's boiled for about 30 seconds. So I'm going to pour that into a dish, and that's only because it will cool down quicker than in the hot pan. And I want to leave that to cool until it's slightly warm. That's fine, but I can't mix the eggs into that at the moment because they would simply curdle. So I'll just let that cool sort of down until the eggs can go into it. And at that stage I will have my oven preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, 160 Celsius with a fan, 350 Fahrenheit, and that would be ready to take the cake when we finish mixing the batter. So my honey and sugar and butter has cooled down quite a bit now. I actually put it into a larger bowl because I'm going to pour my eggs, which I have beaten, into that, and I'm going to mix them to get those fully combined. And then I'm going to pour that into my dry ingredients with the stem ginger in, and I'm going to mix that through until everything is combined. So I'll just mix that, and you will see some lumps because the little pieces of stem ginger will be visible probably, but if you mix thoroughly, the flour will all form into a smooth batter. So my batter is quite smooth now, apart from the pieces of stem ginger, so I'm going to put that into my prepared cake pan. And my oven is preheated now as well to the temperature that I mentioned earlier. So I've got that in the pan. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a shake so that it reaches into the corners and levels off properly. Just like that. I'm going to put that into the oven, and I'm going to bake it for between 25 and 30 minutes until it rises up quite nicely and a skewer poked into the centre comes out clean. And at that stage I'll take it out of the oven. I will also by then have heated up my 63 grams of honey, because I'm going to brush that over the top, but I'll come back and show you that once the cake is baked. I baked my honey ginger cake for 30 minutes. I tested it after 25 minutes and it clearly wasn't baked, so I left it for a further 5 minutes, 30 minutes, then I tested it again and it was fine. So I've taken it out of the oven and I've put it onto a wire rack. I'll show you what it looks like. So there's the cake, and it's baked up quite nicely, and I have heated up my honey, and the dish is hot, so I'm not going to pick it up, but I'm going to take the honey and I'm going to brush some over the top, and then I'm going to let that cool down completely, and I may then reheat the remaining honey and brush a little more over the top. This is just to give a sticky, sweet sticky finish to it, basically. And I should say that this is the type of cake which you can serve as a dessert with some custard or some ice cream or something like that, as well as just slicing and enjoying it as you would any other cake. So that's good enough. It's all coated with some honey on the top. So I'm going to leave that to cool down, and then I'll brush some more honey on, and then I will come back and we'll have a taste of it. So I've allowed my honey ginger cake to cool down, and I did brush some more honey over the top. So I've cut a couple of pieces, and I'll show you what they look like now so you can see the inside. And it's baked up very well, and it's a lovely light cake. I've already had a taste, but I'll have another taste now. It's very soft and very light in texture, has a wonderful flavour from that ginger, and you don't actually encounter hard pieces of ginger that you sometimes do with stem ginger, but it's very, very good indeed, and you get the sort of the sweetness from the honey as well. And as I think I mentioned earlier, you can serve this just as a cake with a cup of tea or something, cup of coffee, or you can portion it and serve it as a dessert with some cream or some custard or whatever you want. So very, very good indeed. That's going to be it for this recipe. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me the thumbs up below and click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the top right hand corner of the screen there'll be an eye that you can click on, and that will take you to a link for the recipe, and I'll put a link below the video as well, and I'll be back with another recipe in the very near future. So until then, happy baking.